Let me ask you a question. And no, it's not a trick question. If someone asked you how prepared you really are, how would you answer? Would you immediately think about the food in your pantry, the emergency kit in your closet, or would your answer be something much deeper? Real preparedness is about how well your entire life can handle unexpected change. Today, we're going to take a deeper dive to find out exactly where you stand. In our previous episode, we introduced the 5 pillars of preparedness: health, time, money, home, and mindset. Think of these 5 areas as the spokes of a wheel. If one spoke becomes weak, the entire wheel becomes unstable. Life becomes harder to navigate, not because of one emergency, but because everyday challenges begin to pile up. Preparedness isn't about perfection, it's about creating balance. Let's begin with the foundation that supports everything else: your health. Without physical and mental energy, every problem becomes more difficult to solve. Ask yourself, am I sleeping well? Do I wake up with enough energy to handle my day? Am I taking care of my physical health before a crisis forces me to? Preparedness isn't only about surviving emergencies. It's about having enough strength to handle ordinary life with confidence. Don't answer based on your best day. Answer based on an average Tuesday. Then give yourself a score from 1 to 5. It's important to be honest with your assessment, since acknowledging a challenge is the first step in identifying a solution that will work for you and your unique circumstances. Next comes something we often overlook: time. Have you ever reached the end of the day and wondered where it all went? You had good intentions. You had a plan. But somehow, the important things never got done. The truth is, most people don't lack motivation. They lack margin. Preparedness isn't just about having enough supplies. It's about having enough space in your life to respond when the unexpected happens. When every hour is scheduled and every minute feels rushed, even a flat tire, a sick child, or a broken appliance can throw your entire week into chaos. Resilient people don't just prepare for emergencies, they build breathing room into their everyday lives. Take a moment to think about where your time actually goes: work, family, friends, sleep, exercise, planning, scrolling, entertainment. Now ask yourself this: how much white space actually exists in your schedule? If an unexpected problem showed up today, would you have the time and mental capacity to deal with it? Or would it throw your entire week off course? Rate yourself honestly from 1 to 5. The third pillar is money. Not because wealth makes someone prepared, but because flexibility creates options. Ask yourself one simple question: if your car broke down tomorrow, your water heater failed, or you had an unexpected medical bill, could you comfortably cover a $1,000 emergency expense? If the answer is yes, you've already built a level of resilience that many people are still working toward. If the answer is no, that's okay. This isn't about judgment. It's about knowing where to focus next. Preparedness isn't about having more money than everyone else. It's about creating enough financial margin to handle life's surprises without turning them into crises. Rate yourself honestly from 1 to 5. Now let's look at your home. Many people believe preparedness means filling every shelf with supplies, but clutter is not preparedness. A prepared home is organized, functional, calm. When you need something, you know exactly where to find it. You're not wasting time searching through cluttered cabinets or buying duplicates because you forgot what you already had. Your home works for you instead of creating stress. Preparedness should simplify your daily life. It shouldn't make it more complicated. Take a look around your living space. Does your home make everyday tasks easier, or does it create frustration and overwhelm? Give yourself an honest score from 1 to 5. The final pillar may be the most important of all: mindset. Every unexpected situation begins with a choice. When life doesn't go according to plan, do we panic or do we pause? Prepared people don't experience less stress than everyone else. They simply respond differently. They stop, they think, they adapt. That response isn't built in the middle of a crisis. It's built long before one ever arrives. Preparedness begins with the habits we practice every single day, especially when life is calm. because resilience isn't something you buy, it's something you build. One thoughtful decision at a time. Give yourself an honest score from 1 to 5. Now add up your results. Look across all 5 pillars. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. This isn't a competition. It's simply a snapshot of where you are today. Chances are, one pillar stands out as your weakest. That's perfectly normal. In fact, that's exactly what we're looking for. Your lowest score isn't a failure. It's your next opportunity, because improving your weakest pillar doesn't just strengthen one area of your life. It makes every other pillar stronger too. Small, intentional improvements create lasting resilience. Now comes the most important part. This week, choose just one improvement to focus on. Not 5, not 10. 1. Maybe it's taking a 20-minute walk each day. Maybe it's organizing and decluttering a single drawer. Maybe it's setting aside $20 this week to add to your emergency fund. Or finally creating an emergency contact list. One small step is all it takes to begin building a more prepared, more intentional life. Small actions repeated consistently become lasting habits. Lasting habits create resilience, and resilience creates freedom. Preparedness isn't measured by how much you own. It's measured by how capable you've become. Every intentional decision strengthens your confidence. Every simple habit increases your resilience. And every small improvement brings you one step closer to a calmer, more prepared life. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this assessment helped you discover one area to strengthen, you've already made meaningful progress. If you're looking for a calmer, more intentional approach to preparedness, subscribe and join the Minimalist Prepper community. Together, we'll continue building resilience, because preparedness isn't about fear, it's about freedom. Simple living, smart preparation. I'll see you in the next episode.